Hi you guys, my name's Susan. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know who I am, I had a near-death experience in 2017 in which I merged with Unnamable God, and ever since, I now help other women through their spiritual awakenings. I was born clairvoyant. I hid that truth, but then after dying, I made a series of promises to God, Source, whatever your name is for that energy, and here I am. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about a topic that comes up a lot, but I don't think is explained a lot, and that is the subject of orbs, of sparkles, of flashes of light that you might see. And this has to do with extrasensory, with perceiving energy beyond the third dimension in which we live. So a lot of times you'll see in pictures, you'll see an orb in a picture, or if somebody's clairvoyance is coming in, they'll notice a spark of light in the periphery. And I actually have a video called Why Peripheral Vision is the Key to Clairvoyance, and I'll link that below. Definitely check that out. That's also related to this topic and is very helpful for anyone curious about this. But what I wanted to explain is, just like you're seeing me here, the bulk of me, most of me, is not this. This is the flesh tip of my energy that goes by the name temporarily of Susan Dyer. This body is like the tine of a fork. But the whole of me and the most of me is actually anchored in spirit. And if you could clairvoyantly see, you would see how much energy you're made of and how far it extends beyond your physical body, layer after layer after layer. And depending on the work you've done, there could be really beautiful designs in there. I've set up filters, for example. Depending on who your guides are, you may have some, divine geometry in your grids. There's so much to us. And what we see as each other's bodies is the merest fraction of our whole, eternal, and full beings. I would say 99% of us exists beyond what you see here in front of you. It really is that dramatic. So, in keeping with that kind of metaphor, when you see an orb, or when you see a sparkle of light, or sometimes I've seen this too, and I've heard when people talk about their clairvoyance coming in, they might see what seems like a flash of a laser, or a thin beam of light going up and down from somebody's head. Anytime you see any kind of presence of light, even if it is small and even if it is quick, what I want you to know is that you're seeing the equivalent of this body. It's such a beautiful thing that I don't think is explained well enough. What you might see might be small and might last 1 second. But I want you to know that you've just witnessed the merest fraction of a brilliant, unthinkably massive spiritual being. So the next time you see anything like that, a sparkle, an orb, a flash of light, a quick laser, just know it is so much more than what you just fleetingly saw. You just happened to see the tiniest bit of that being that you were able to perceive in this very dense third dimension. But in reality, that orb, it's just like this body. This body compared to the whole of me is so small, it's almost unthinkable. That's how powerful we really are. To think of ourselves, yes, we have this body, but the reality is our essence is unthinkably massive, unthinkably divine, unthinkably beautiful, and expansive. And I want you to keep that in mind the next time you see something, even if it's tiny and even if it's fleeting. Just know that you have witnessed an absolutely beautiful miracle. You've witnessed in this very dense third dimension a being of impossible divinity. So I hope this adds more value to the next time you see some wayward sparkle that you would otherwise think wasn't such a big deal, because it really, really is. And I hope that gives you some encouragement and some comfort and some excitement to know how much is really going on, even with the merest glimmer of a sparkle of light. I hope this encourages you. I hope this inspires you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.